You're live. Hello and welcome to the Dawn of World Sports. I am the Dawn Father, and I'm now going to be talking about what's coming up on the channel. Of course, I've rolled out my podcast, which is slow to say the least, but that's okay. I'm going to start doing podcast about different things within sports, put it to the votes, put some of the content of the videos to the vote, and then reflect that in the podcast. I've recently just recorded the video, The Beauty of Hockey, which is the NHL, the ice hockey. The Beauty of Hockey, made by Neutral Zone HD. Really, really good video indeed. I hope you enjoy the reaction to it. Really good. I mean, how are you, mate? How's it going, Anthony? I'm good, thanks. We have a couple of other things. I've got to do an NFL video coming up. I've got one about ice hockey referees getting hit, which I came across. I think sounds quite cool. When they take big hits, I don't know. I've not watched it. I've not read the description. I've just seen the title, and it's sort of when refs get hit hard in ice hockey. Of course, we'll be doing more AFL. We'll probably have a little bit more soccer talk coming as well. That's all right, Michael, mate. Welcome to the live stream. It's just a small live chat anyway to explain what's coming up on this channel, because most of my live streams are usually on the Don's channel. Just a little bit to help promote this channel. It's probably the one that's getting more content right now because it's sports only. We will be doing a lot more again on the Don's channel soon. It's just I wanted to put a little bit more emphasis onto this channel and help it grow, because I feel like I could do more videos on this, because it's easier to do stuff with sport rather than just a wide variety on the Don's channel. My daughter's looking to start doing Harry Potter stuff, but I'm going to help her maybe launch her own little channel. That's out with this sports chat just now, but she's looking at maybe do a Harry Potter channel, so I'm going to probably be busy trying to help her grow that and give her some ideas on how we could expand her on that. So anyway, what's the banter? How's everybody doing? Yesterday, just keeping everybody updated with the challenge that we did. We did the cycle, of course, yesterday on the Darns channel, raised a bit more money. So I've actually donated the money across to a couple of things in Australia right now. Hello, mate. How's it going? I've donated to the Kangaroo Island one. I was going to do the Thirsty Koalas, which I was saying the whole time, but they are actually helping kangaroos and koalas affected and on Kangaroo Island. So that one seems to need a little bit more help. That's why I've decided to swap over. But it's still the same theme. So we've donated money to there from what we've raised on the challenges. And also is at Calcutta. There's a woman there on the front line, sort of volunteer firefighter, I think, and there's like her friends helping raise money to help their rebuild, basically. So we've donated there as well, which is just a little update on where the money's went so far. If we get more sponsorships coming through, or if I do decide to do more challenges, again, we could look at other things that need the donation. So just a little update on that as well. I hope everybody's well anyway. I'm looking forward to the footy season. I've seen something about Lance Buddy Franklin. He's possibly going to miss the first game in the AFL ladder. I think it's something to do with his knee. Maybe a little bit of a problem flared up in his knee. I don't think it's anything too serious. And he said himself that he's looking and feeling a lot fitter than he has been in previous years. So it's a bit of a setback. And I think that's all it is, just a little bit of a setback. And hopefully he'll be fit and ready for most of this year's footy, because I want to see him hit 1,000 goals. Incredible achievement so far in his career. And what is he on, 950 or something goals? I'd love to see him hit 1,000 goals. He thoroughly deserves it. He's been a great servant and ambassador for the sport. I know, mate. How's it going, everyone? The oof man, how's it going? Hope you're well. I could imagine, like, obviously here we have the soccer, but even for me, I watch the Scottish team and they're on a winter break right now themselves. So there's no football for me really that I'm watching either. So I'm feeling a bit of your pain as well. I'm really looking forward to starting in March. I know there's the pre-season, but I'm really looking forward to it starting because obviously I've said I've never followed the sport from round one. but it'll give me a great chance to help grow the channel, learn the game a little bit better, give better content, and give a better insight into my opinions, rather than just sort of going off, "Whoa, what happened there?" kind of thing. I've now got a decent knowledge. I wouldn't say I know it all, nowhere near it, but definitely going into the round one with a lot more knowledge about the sport, the rules, different positions, what each thing means, different players. I've got different club knowledge now as well, which is fantastic. And I think I'm in a brilliant place to start round one and give you better content as to the best of my ability anyway. And hopefully I'll learn as the season goes on as well in 2020. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. It's been quite hard on the channel, I think. Both channels have took a hit from the footage went down because a lot of my content that was getting watched was AFL related. And of course, it's summer in Australia. People's busy doing their own things with the footy being off, and also the bushfires has took a lot of people's mind off sport, and that is fair enough. Obviously, our thoughts are with them first and foremost rather than the channel, but just in terms of our channel, it's certainly been hit hard with the footy season being off. I'm noticing it in the algorithms and stuff. We're not getting the same sort of advertisement as what we were getting. YouTube's not pushing our content anywhere near the same level, and that's probably down to the footy season being over. So on that note as well, we really need the footy season to start back up. But more importantly, I can't wait for round one to start. So I'm enjoying the sport, really loving learning a new sport and meeting and talking to new people from another part of the world as well. It's fantastic. For any NHL fans that might join or watch this live stream after as well, message to you is, I don't know if you would have caught it, but I've just recorded Neutral Zone HD, the beauty of hockey, obviously ice hockey. Wow, what a video that was. That guy can put videos together. Amazing. Really enjoyed watching it, actually. There's not a great deal you can add to it in terms of a reaction because it's there, but it really takes you through a journey. The only problem I have with American sports when I'm reacting to them is a lot of videos have background music. If I was ever making a video, I would avoid putting background music in that because you're not going to be able to monetize your stuff. You're going to get potential copyright infringements against your video. So rather than doing that, try and get neutral music on your videos. It's easier for your channel if you're doing it, if you're putting stuff out there, content out there. But I'm sure there's other ways in which they're help and being able to promote themselves and make a sort of, I'm good, mate. Thank you. I'm just noticing your message coming through. Being able to sort of make money off the content they're creating, if you like, for people. So all in all, I don't think it's such a bad thing, but certainly in terms of me reacting, it's really difficult to find a video with no music. AFL, actually, I've noticed, are starting to get a lot more stricter with you reacting to their stuff. They don't put copyright strikes against you, but they put copyright notices against you, which are in terms of monetizing your video, trying to get adverts on it. You simply can't do it. They're claiming the content you're using, even if it's a short snippet of a little bit of footy being played, it's enough for them to go, that's our content, which is totally fair enough, and I can see where they're coming from with that. They want to try and make as much money off their videos as possible, of course, but for somebody doing a reaction to sport, it's not ideal. That is why when I'm doing sports, RTNT, I will certainly check that out. Somebody's actually requested that. What year was that from? I'm thinking it was the 80s or the 90s or something. Somebody's mentioned that before. USSR would tell me it's a long time ago. I'm going to say 89. I'm going to stab a guess at 89, that one that you're going to say. 87. 87. Thanks very much, mate. Yes, so obviously you're a hockey fan. I'll just let you know, again, you've just joined it. I don't know if you've been watching or if this is just you comment. We're certainly going to be doing a lot more ice hockey. I'm really enjoying the ice hockey. Because, again, like the AFL, it's really hard hitting. People put it all out there on the field of play or on the ice. Proper men hitting each other hard, fighting, a lot of skill involved in it as well. Really enjoyable to watch, and people are passionate about the game, which is fantastic. and it rubs off. It's quite infectious when you watch it and you talk to people who love it. It's quite infectious when somebody loves something so much. It rubs off on you, and it's great to see that sort of positivity and passion in sport. That's what I have in me. Coursing through me, passion for sport, and I'm keen to learn and discover new stuff that I could enjoy that I never knew I'd enjoy. AFL was probably one of the biggest things to hit me, to actually grab me and say, I love this. And it's purely down to the joy that people get from it and the passion they have for it. And it's really infectious. And I hope in my videos, not just the reaction ones, somebody actually accused me of only being a reaction channel when I was encouraging people to become a patron of the channel. Obviously, all proceeds from that are going to our AFL vlogging trip in Australia. So we rely on that sort of funds to help expand the channel and to do more than just reactions at the end of the day, to bring AFL content, raw AFL content of our own to people and grow out with that. I don't see myself in 5 years' time being reaction channels. Yes, it's a good tool to get out there and to get videos discovered, but certainly as my knowledge grows and our knowledge grows as a channel on the sports, I would be looking to bring you my own insight into it, making my own videos, and that is it. I'm not going to sit still and just keep reacting. I want to learn as much as possible about the sports that I'm reacting to, and I'm bringing on these channels purely because I want to be more of a creator than a reaction. Somebody accused me of being a reaction channel, which disappointed me a little bit, because we're not that. We're more than just that. We do a lot more than just reactions. But right now, I'm not in a situation to bring my own live videos from the stadiums, because I've not been there yet. And that's the whole idea of Patreon, is to actually get us to put back into the channel and to get us as a channel there to create the content for you. So it was quite disappointing. Every channel needs a help up. All TV companies get it. Sports TV companies are getting like £20, like Sky Sports for the Premier League is getting £20 per person for house a month. Then that's how many people are doing that, and that's just Premier League. And then you're talking all the other sports that people are having to pay for individually. They rely on people's money to bring content, so we're no different. And I'm absolutely loving it. And do you know what I think I've got differently from quite a few other reactions as well? There is other guys out there that have probably started doing reactions. There's a guy that's come over to Ireland and done sports here, which is great to see. It's refreshing to see someone obviously passionate about sport, but from a fan's perspective and a fan's point of view, bringing you their experience in the stadiums, meeting the people who go to the games all the time. That's what I want to do. That's it. That's where we see ourselves, in the direction we see ourselves going in. Want to read this comment? Love your reaction on NHL hits and fights. Most reactions are like, is it legal? And stuff. You're like, bang, I want more. Love it. Exactly, mate. I don't think that I see myself as one of these sort of, follow the sort of path of where everybody goes down. I've seen some of these reactions and I'm not too sure they're all that real. I, for one, if I was I'm reacting as if I was in the stands with a couple of drinks in me. Picture it that way. When I'm watching these videos, I've never seen them before. They're so well put together, and it's just bang, bang, bang. And I'm like, yes, yes, I want more. Because the way I see it, when I go to the games, I've grew up going to hundreds of games in my life, and you've maybe been well-oiled when you've went to them, and you're just singing, and you're loving it, and you're cheering on your team. And when you see big tackles going in, you're like, fucking get into them. That's what it's all about. Get into them. Get into each other. And that's the way I would be if I was in the stands watching the sport. If somebody's going in there wholeheartedly, not willing to pull out of fucking anything, that needs to be appreciated by the people in the crowd. And that's what you're getting. So when I see reactions, we're like, oh my God, like that there. Is it legal? Who gives a fuck if it's legal? Just appreciate that it's fucking glorious. I couldn't care if it's legal, if somebody's shocked. I just think, fucking more. We want more. Exactly. I want more. I couldn't have said it anymore. I do want more. I fucking love it. And that's what I'm discovering. Because obviously from being from, as you would call it, in America, Canada, Australia, etc., football that I know is soccer, isn't it? Soccer to you guys. We don't really see these big hits in our sports. But it is a great game to watch, don't get me wrong. But we're not seeing these big hits. And I, for one, love it. So when I'm watching NFL, NHL, Aussie rules, even rugby, Like when they are hitting each other, it's fantastic. Some of the hits in that are fucking out of this world. Amazing. You need to appreciate the beauty in it. The danger. The guys are brave. They're putting their bodies on the line purely for entertainment at the end of the day. The question being, is it legal? You fucking better believe it's legal. And that's why we love it. So you hate soccer? Look, mate, I can understand people hating soccer. I like it because I've grew up with it, of course. So you like what you've grew up with. But in terms of the physicality and the big hits that you're seeing in these sports, it's not even on the same level. So for me, it's quite refreshing now covering different sports that I haven't really grew up with and seeing what people are doing in other parts of the world and what kind of makes you guys tick, what you enjoy, what you get enjoyment out of and your passion from. And I can see it and I get it, 100%. I get it. If I grew up there, I would be fucking a diehard. And that's what you get with me. Passion regardless. That's how I feel. If I was born in Australia, I would be fucking mad on Aussie rules. I'm mad on it right now, actually. I'm getting quite engrossed in the ice hockey, which is fantastic as well. I'm doing the NFL, but I find the NFL to be a lot more... I'm really struggling in the sense that to get into NFL, it's not as fast flowing a sport. There's a lot more plays and there's a lot more to it. If I'm reacting to the sport, they're very, very strict on copyright NFL. So it's really difficult for me to bring reactions to NFL. NHL is quite strict as well, actually. You're not making any money off your NHL videos. So what I'm actually doing is doing reactions because I fucking love them. And it's not about the money. This is about the enjoyment of learning the sport. But that is just explaining how YouTube channel works. I think a lot of people think, oh, he's sitting there and this money's rolling in. It's not. It's purely, I'm doing this for a hobby. I absolutely love it. It's hobby more than anything and passion. And I want to be able to travel with the channel and enjoy it and go and see it. I quite liked playing back onto the ice hockey, playing the computer games with like you had Montreal or Detroit Red Wings or something like that, and the fighting and everything in the game. It was bloody brilliant, wasn't it? Amazing to play. But I love the idea of going over to Canada or America one day as well. Like, first trip's going to be Australia and doing AFL vlogging trip and Australia vlogging trip, doing the touristy stuff and bringing it to the Don's channel. I hope one day that I can do the same thing with the American sports. It's a dream to go to these parts of the world for me. Like, I've never really been outside of Europe in the sense of travel. I've been outside of Europe for work reasons, but in terms of travel and enjoyment and sort of recreational, it's never been done before for me. So that on its own would be really, really, really exciting to see different parts of the world with the channel, and that's really why I'm taking great pleasure in the whole thing. I'm AFL, born into VFL, AFL. Understand that, mate. Like, so I can understand people's opinion on the game of soccer in that sense. 100%. I agree with you. And the diving, somebody, RTNT, said, I like soccer, but it's the diving culture. I mean, 100%, mate. I cannot and would not debate that. It pisses off most soccer fans if they're being brutally honest with you. A lot of football fans here would be absolutely delighted to see it gone. But unfortunately, I think it's here to stay, and it's probably only going to get worse. All sports are becoming less contact. The more that time goes on, the more money is being invested into them. A lot of people sponsoring the sports are like, hold on a minute here, we want to eliminate these sorts of things. We're spending a lot of money. We can't see a lot of people. We can't see our players get the money that we're generating into this sport. Players getting injured. We want the best players to be playing every single week, and we can't risk injury because of this sort of caveman type physical contact that you've got in the sport. I can see them all being watered down over time, but with soccer, yeah, 100% agree with all of you. I say it near enough on every video when I'm talking to people from outside of the UK and Europe, because your sports are obviously bigger in your countries than what soccer would be. but in Europe, it's a way of life, isn't it? Here, it's everything else doesn't really matter. It's just soccer. You can't deny that. I mean, it is the biggest sport in the world, widely played sport in the world, and it is for good reason. I mean, it's a competitive sport in its own right, and it's a really enjoyable sport to watch. It's fast thrown, it's smooth, but these points, I will never debate them. I agree with it, and I think a lot of people want to see it gone. Most soccer fans, you don't want to lose. You don't want your team you've supported, who's maybe got to a final of a competition, being defeated because of a poor refereeing decision based on somebody diving over and conning the referee into a penalty, which ultimately makes your team lose the game. It's not good. It's not good for the sport, and it's just not good. It's not what you want to see. And also, I would hate to see players in my team taking tumbles all the time, going down. You don't want to become a team that sort of endorses that sort of behaviour and condones it. No way. I agree with you, mate. Neymar does my box, and I do not like the player. There's no denying he's got skill, but his skill is being overlooked now because of his amateur dramatics on a weekly basis. I simply cannot stand that player. He has got skill, but this is a guy that if he put his mind to it, we could have possibly eventually talked about him replacing Messi and Ronaldo, but he hasn't. He's never lived up to the hype. He's a player that I cannot stand. I would hate him in my team because the way he behaves. Don't get me wrong, you'd love him in your team for what he could bring you in a positive sense, but I'd hate him in my team based on that. He's a cheat. He's a cheat. There's no two ways about it. Neymar is a money-making machine for football. Everybody's going to always blow smoke up his arse. All kids are going to want Neymar on his back because of the way he fucking prances about. But I like the old school football, competitive football, playing for the badge, and none of this nonsense. It's been quite a good chat, actually. I appreciate people coming in and talking to me. This is a small channel relatively just now, so it's nice to get a little bit of a live stream on this and get a bit of chat. But I'm going to go now. We've got the Hootie the wee girl here today. She's off school, so we'll probably go and do something today, won't we? Yeah, well, we go do something today. Good girl. So I will call this live stream.
I'm going to swim in the...
You want to go swimming?
We're going to swim in the... swimming pool.
The swimming pool. You like that?
I'm gonna put ice.
You want to go on the ice?
No, you are gonna put in the ice.
Oh no, not the ice. No, not that. We're swimming pool. You talking about my ice pool challenge?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did an ice pool challenge for the Australian bushfires.
Yes, we're going to.
The swimming pool.
We're going to eat a pineapple challenge.
A pineapple challenge. That's a new one. Eat the whole pineapple. We're going to do a pineapple challenge. I didn't know that one.
Show my pineapple.
Yeah, so I'm going to go now, guys. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye from Boss Baby and a bye from me. Thanks very much for joining. I enjoyed that little bit of sports chat. It's nice to get that. And stay tuned for the beauty of hockey from Nature Zone HD. He's coming soon without the music, but I will put the original video in the link and link form in the description section below in the video when I edit it. Thanks very much, guys. Really appreciate that. Enjoyed that, and I'll talk to you all soon. See you soon, guys.